And I think there is something about when you win your division, you're in and you host a home playoff game.
Nathan,
I don't mind
the
it.
AFC South, but to what you
Thank
just
you, Nathan.
said,
Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Nathan.
South, those teams had easier schedules than the Browns. Come on.
Champions Bowl.
We
you
did
thought
it
it
on
was
the
in the
field.
bag.
We
You
beat
thought
them
it was
in the
in
head.
the bag. The color
Come
analysts
on,
were the
Nathan.
Cleveland Browns. You thought it was in the bag. Nathan, I could kiss
No
you.
way. I couldn't disagree more. And if you're the better team, you go on the road and you beat that team. I mean, it's football at the end of the day. Is there an advantage? Look, we're 8-1 at home. Would I want every playoff game for the Cleveland Browns to be at home? Of course I would. But you just so happen to this year play in the division with the Ravens, who have won more games than any team and have already locked down that number one spot. But I don't have a problem with it. I think if you were to look at 1 year where, let's say, the Browns end up winning this division, which is going to happen, and let's say they do it at 10-7 or 11-6, and there are wild card teams that are ahead of that. Of course, we get our home playoff game. We won our division.
Nathan, you just admit it.
Out at the beginning of the year.
You want another road trip. You want to get away from the family.
I
know that LA trip. I've heard about that LA trip.
Fun. I've never had more fun. By the way, it was a long trip. I've never had more fun in my life than I had Thursday night in a professional setting at Cleveland Brown Stadium with all the fans going nuts, with the energy in that city. I want more than anything a home playoff game for this Cleveland Browns team. I want it for the city, for these fans.
I'm sorry.
It would be unbelievable.
Unfair.
Unbelievable.
That was the second most egregious accusation.
You win the division.
Nathan, I'm sorry you had to deal with that. That's the second most egregious accusation I've heard against a media member this week.
Not today, Lima.
Nate, by the way, guys, I'm going to say this real quick before we have to let Nathan go. You can tell how good the culture is, because I haven't heard Nathan this defensive about the locker room, and rightfully so. I haven't heard Nathan this fired up, defensive, passionate about guys on this football team in quite a while. There's something good going on. Nathan, we thank you very much for the time, buddy.
My pleasure. I'll just leave you with this. Duron Harmon, who's a three-time Super Bowl champion with the New England Patriots, came in, and I got a chance to interview with him. And one of the first things he told me, he goes, "This is the most special locker room I've ever been a part of." Now think about the weight of what that means